I'm pretty sure all of us have a cheat day, right? Like for instance, me, all my days are cheat day.
Rameshwaram Cafe is one place where I tend to eat something called. It's a Kannadiga dish. I love to eat.
Greatest excuse that one of your clients has given you.
I had an online client who I was training in Singapore. She was like, "How did you know? How did you know?" I was hiding it, but I said, "I have eyes like eagle. That's why I'm a coach."
One active male, one active female that you look up to.
In women, she might be shifting from different forms of fitness, trying different lot of things, but she never stopped it.
Hyderabad's infrastructure is growing on a rapid pace.
And I'm really excited to see Hyderabad being the city with a very good running track, safe walking space, integrated cycling.
Personal journeys.
Without someone's help, I can't even go to the washroom. I had a slip disc injury back in 2015. That day when I was bedridden, nobody to help me or something, and it was quite painful. I had suggestions from a lot of doctors saying you can't lift weights for the rest of your life, you can't walk, you can't run, you can't ride a bike. I didn't like the way it was because I was 25 years old. I questioned myself, what the hell am I doing in my 25 years of active life?
Hello all. Welcome back to the Living Room Talks. You think Hyderabad is all about cafe hopping and no health? Think again. In a city where late night chai outsells protein bars, we're here to find out if fitness is really a trend in Hyderabad. Hi Zaineb, how are you?
Hi, all good.
Please have a seat.
Yeah.
Hello Vishwa. How are you, brother?
Hey. What's up?
All good. Please.
Thank you.
Ah, all set? Water? Beer? Just kidding, we don't have beer.
This is a fitness podcast, I presume.
I mean, looking at both of you, yes. Maybe not looking at me. Okay, great. Welcome all to the Living Room Talk. So, we have Zaineb Ali from Pilates and Beyond, and we have Vishwa Bharath, the street fighter of fitness. You know what? Let them introduce themselves. So, Zainab, let's start with you.
Hi, I'm Zaineb Ali, and I'm into Pilates and fitness. I own Pilates and Beyond Studio across the city. I have been into this wellness space from the past 15 years, and I have changed a lot of postures. I have changed a lot of people's confidence and the core, of course. So, I mean, if I start talking about myself, I would like keep talking, but to keep it short, it's all about Pilates. When you talk about Zainab Ali, it's all about Pilates.
Zainab is equal to Pilates,
Yeah.
right? So, you said you have a studio, right?
Yeah.
So, when did you start this studio and how many studios do you have in Hyderabad? Or do you only have it in Hyderabad? Sorry, let me finish. So, do you have your studio only in Hyderabad, or are you also planning to expand to other cities?
So currently we are having it in Hyderabad, but soon we are going to be expanding pan-India.
Wow.
And talks are going on, of course, outside the city. But the first question, how I started Pilates and how many studios I have currently and
Right.
what is my goal. See, I stumbled upon Pilates. It was not like a conscious decision that I am going to, own studios and all that. It just happened by chance
Right.
through my injury. And
Injury.
yeah.
So, that's how your journey started?
That's how my journey started.
Okay.
And then my husband pushed me. He said, "You have to do this." And it was, people were responding well to the Pilates setup and
Right.
welcoming Pilates
Right.
in their lives. And I wanted Pilates studio to be in every part of the city. Make it accessible.
Like how we have gyms across the city. So
Yes.
you're saying you want something like a Pilates
Yes.
studio across
the city.
So you were saying you have a few studios here in Hyderabad. How many studios do you have in Hyderabad?
So currently we have 8 studios.
8 studios. So you've already covered a part of the city, northwest, east, and
Yeah,
south.
still few more are there
Northeast, northwest.
towards the south, I think. Yeah, we have a couple of more to
Very
go.
nice.
As I said, I want to make it accessible to
Right.
everyone,
Right.
because gym is different from Pilates.
And we're going to talk more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I said I can keep talking and talking, and Yeah, and that's the goal is to make sure that it is accessible around the whole nation.
That's very interesting because, if I had to say, in Hyderabad, right? Leave Hyderabad alone, but when I look at India per se, right? Pilates is, I think, fairly very new, right? When I say fairly very new, is because I'm talking about mass audience, where a lot of people have not seen Pilates as, maybe a space to work out, right? And I think that is just a wrong notion that is being set, and I think you're here to break that notion and set people on the track where they're able to understand what Pilates is, because today I feel people think Pilates is more like a luxury rather than a daily fitness that they can follow it. But we will dive deep into it. But Vishwa.
I'm Vishwa Bharath. So I'm a co-founder for a online fitness coaching company called TrueFit. So we serve clients all around the world. Till date, we have served around like 5,000 plus clients in terms of guiding them into sustainable fitness solutions, like understanding a person's life, his own lifestyle, and kind of giving him lifestyle modifications, nutritional guidance in terms of fat loss, muscle gain, and stuff. And apart from that, that's my 95% of what I do.
Okay.
The next 5% is celebrity fitness coaching. So I do coach few celebrities in Tollywood in terms of reaching their fitness goals in the movies, like the way they want to look into.
Right.
But it is more of, again, the more sustainable way, not into the typical bodybuilding thing, but more of into lifestyle changes and sustainability, right? More evidence based
Okay.
approach, and definitely not into steroids or any kind of such things, right?
Right.
So being here in the industry from the last 8.5 years, 9 years.
That's nice.
Yeah. So from in Hyderabad, I've been in the last. It's been 6 years. I've been in Hyderabad.
6 years in Hyderabad.
Yes.
Okay. And I've done a little bit of research. I was looking into Vishwa's Instagram profile, and then I stumbled upon something that you've started new. I see that while you're talking about fitness, you also you're a big foodie, right? And I just saw that you started something new where you're going to places, you're exploring some cafes and food options. Can you tell a little bit about what this is and why is it that you've started it?
Yeah. So going back to the reason why I got into fitness, or I want to be a fitness. It's not I want to be a fitness coach. I want to make myself fit. Is basically because I'm a foodie by nature. Like I like food. Right. It doesn't mean that I'll overeat them, but I want to taste different cuisines, different flavors. And I've understood in a very early on stage that if I want to keep the foodie alive in me, I have to maintain certain discipline in my life. I can't just go to a restaurant and say I'll eat whatever I want and still want to be fit. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
But you have to balance the health and fitness perspective in your life. At the same time, if you want to taste different kinds of food, you should have a discipline of understanding how much you're eating and what kind of food you're eating, and you're still not compromising on the taste.
Right.
So that's the balance I want to strike, rather than completely going into extremes what people do. Either people would be in a completely strict mode or a completely negligent mode.
It's like either I'm 100% this side or I'm 100% that side.
Yeah.
There is no balance.
So I just want to create that balance for myself as an individual, and also promote the same thing to tell people, stop fearing food, rather understand to be responsible about it.
Yeah. On the same lines, right? So I have this quick question for you, right? I'm pretty sure all of us have a cheat day, right? Like for instance, me, all my days are cheat days. But, and that is something that I'm here to learn and understand and, do better, where every day cannot be a cheat day.
Yeah.
You need to stick to a very balanced routine, a balanced lifestyle, a diet, in order for us to have that, ability to go and indulge without having that guilt saying, "Arey yaar, నేను కొంచెం ఎక్కువ తినేసినానా," type of a feeling, right? So on the same lines, I have a question for both of you, right? So we'll go with Vishwa because, we were just talking about food and balancing, right?
Yeah.
So, tell me about that one local Hyderabadi food, okay, that is going to haunt you, right, until your cheat day comes? Tell me that one meal.
See, I follow a very simple rule in life, which
Okay.
is 6 days in a week, I eat at home properly well cooked, nutritious food.
Okay.
1 day in a week, I go out.
Right.
I don't binge, by the way.
You don't binge.
I go out with my
Okay.
wife. I order whatever I want to eat.
Okay.
I portion control it. I just have my portion,
Uh-huh.
eat tasty food,
Okay.
and come back and balance it out the next, like
Right.
the overall week.
Right.
So when I'm also controlling the portion when I'm eating outside,
Hmm.
I'm not overdoing my calories there.
Right.
Right. I'm eating nutritious. Again, I'm choosing good options which are tasty there,
Right.
which has good amount of different ingredients in it. Not completely deep fried or something, but yeah, some good options which are tasty. So I necessarily don't call it a cheat day, but
Okay.
a kind of a portion controlled meal what I want to eat outside with different flavor.
Okay. So let's say it's a portion controlled meal.
Okay.
Right? What is that one meal that you look forward to? Like, ఈ రోజు ఇది నాకు కావాల్సిందే.
See, frankly speaking, I don't even get that. I mean, నాకు ఆ కోరిక కూడా ఎప్పుడు ఉండదు. Like, I don't even get that thing because my 6 days in a week, I eat tasty food only. No bland food.
Okay.
I make a biryani at home in my calorie intake and my proportions. I still eat a biryani. So on a weekend, I don't crave for a biryani because I'm almost eating it in between the week itself,
Right.
making it at home in my quantities. Tasty food. Maybe sometimes there will be some things which are very calorie laden and you can't make them at home even with smallest of calories. Like you can't reduce the calorie. Like for example, Rameshwaram Cafe is one place where I tend to eat something called akki roti.
What roti?
Akki roti.
Akki roti.
It's a Karnataka dish.
Okay.
Akki roti.
Uh-huh.
So this is basically made with rice flour, ghee, and a lot of like they put a lot of spices into it and all with some tomato gravy and some chutney. This has a distinct flavor, a spicy, hot and sweet flavor kind of thing, which I love to eat.
Okay.
We can make it at home, but it doesn't come the same texture and flavor what you get in the restaurant. But if you eat it in the restaurant, that would easily end up being some 800 to 1000 calories just for one roti because of the amount of ghee what they put into.
Wow. And I think that's the same case with their dosas also.
Exactly.
Everything. And you know, when I had gone there last time, I saw that the person taking that ghee ka packet and pouring it, and I was like, I am not going to have this.
Zainab, me and my wife, no, every time we see Rameshwaram Cafe, the amount of oil they put, we think this is easily a week's oil what we use.
And the best part is it's always flocked with people.
True.
I mean, people like go there like, I mean, you know,
You can say it.
I mean, like, it's like free mein, it's.
I know. Like there is no tomorrow.
And nobody is aware of how much of. I mean, I don't want to go against them. They give very tasty food, but the kind of ghee that they put.
Calorie
I mean,
density.
people who are coming there in groups.
Right.
I'm sure the next day they are working out.
Even for those of us who are listening, who go to places where they use a lot of ghee, if you're not working out, I think that's where you need to change your mindset. You know,
If they're not working out, they have to come to us for Pilates. We'll make you, come binge whatever you want to.
See, you can definitely maintain that balanced lifestyle, and like what we were talking about, make sure we have that. You don't have that urge to eat something because you're able to kind of maintain it in such a way that every day you make yourself something tasty.
So
right?
how I take it, like, see, for example, if I want to eat something, like, I've eaten my meal, I want to have something meetha.
Right.
So I tell
You have a
myself,
sweet tooth?
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
sweet tooth, but I tell myself, hey, okay, you eat whatever you want to eat.
Okay.
Never say no to your indulgence. Never, because if you say no, you will feel like having it more. So tell your body, okay, have it, but have in control, have in portion. Don't. It's like, your stomach should be like a washing machine.
Okay.
You need to eat limited. Like in a washing machine, you can't stuff your clothes fully. It will not roll.
Correct.
Your stomach is also like that. Fill your stomach with little bit so that it's easy for digestion. So the same thing with the sweet or whatever tooth or whatever indulgence you want to have. When you're having it, like for example, I love chocolates.
Chocolate. So
I
your
love
go-to cheat meal would be
Chocolates, desserts, and by seeing me, you wouldn't know. But
couldn't guess.
But the trick here is, you take the chocolate in your hand, you tell the chocolate, hey,
Okay.
I am going to eat you in proportion.
Okay.
You have to make that conversation. You have to be mindful when you're eating. Take that, put it in your mouth, relish it like anything. You feel good, and then you say, bye bye, I have felt you, I love you, I will meet you later. But you don't finish it like, you when you like something, you just keep gulping it, and there is no mindfulness.
Right.
Sometimes you're just eating because you are just eating because you don't know what's happening. You're watching TV, you're on your phone, you're talking to someone.
Right.
But the actual trick here is when you're eating, mindfully eat. Like how mindfully you count notes.
Correct.
You don't want to miss it.
So
Like
just
that.
to add up to it,
Yeah.
add up to what Zainab said, along the mindful eating is one thing. Second thing is this is a behavioral trait what I have noticed in a lot of people.
Okay.
So for each and every person, for example, Zainab likes chocolates and I like kaju katli. So
Right.
there are specific foods what we personally like.
Right.
So one suggestion what I usually give people is do not stop eating them, but don't store them at home.
Ah.
Because the moment you start storing it at home, for example, for a person like me or Zainab, we are into fitness from a long time. We have built habits for ourselves.
Right.
It is easy for us to stop at one. We know.
Correct.
Well, let's stop
Correct.
it at one. We'll do it even if we have it at home. But for someone who's starting off, if you store them at home, it's very easy for you to overeat.
Right.
Like you just walk around, pick one, keep it in your mouth, one is again you walk around, keep it. So do not store them at home. If you want to eat, go walk to the sweet store, have a small bite, come back again. But just don't store them at home, which exactly those foods which you feel that you know that you'll indulge.
Right.
You'll eat a lot.
कि यार
Not overeating it.
थोड़ा मेरे को मेहनत करना पड़ेगा इसके लिए.
The rule in my house
हाँ.
is no junk allowed. Anything that comes in, I give it off.
Oh, so it's monitored.
Monitored.
Yeah.
And
I follow
when
the same.
when I really want to eat something sweet, I what is it? Zepto it.
Zepto it.
Zepto.
And that too small quantity only.
Ah.
As I said, I say a high and buy fast. And it will not come like in a month or in a day, 3 months, 6 months. It's not like that. All this happens through consistency.
Yeah.
And
have to build it over time.
It is like but you have to take that hard call. It is very difficult in the start to say high and buy fast. Like, I mean, to not indulge mindlessly in something.
Right.
That's where we coaches come into picture.
Right.
That's
right.
why you have to invest in good coaches.
Right. Right.
Instead of, being obese and spending in your treatments and doing operations and whatnot.
Which is actually not a solution.
Not a solution.
It is just like, it's just like coating yourself to just show that, wow, everything is
Just
fine.
to-
But
just to give
the
you
actual inside, what has to be fixed is never getting
Just to give you a
fixed.
medical fact, 90% of the metabolic disorders what we have are lifestyle driven. So the other day I was having a talk with a doctor in one of the hospitals, an obesitologist as well as endocrinologist.
Right.
We are discussing the same thing. 90% of metabolic disorders are strictly because of your lifestyle, food habits and your lifestyle. That's the remaining 10% can be autoimmune, your cancers or whatever it is, but 90% are because of what you have done.
What
That's
you
why-
do is who you choose to become.
Simple.
Right?
Yeah.
We were talking about, you were saying strictly no junk at home.
yeah.
And then you were talking about where, you don't really keep a lot of sweets and, all these indulgence at home because it's easy to,
Yeah.
take and eat, So, on the same lines, I have a friend of mine. Okay. So he was a big time smoker. Okay. I know it's not the same topic, but it's I think on the similar lines only. Okay. He's a big time smoker. And then for a very long time, he tried to quit. Okay. It was not happening. And then he said, okay, let me look into the root cause. Right. And of course, he couldn't do it on his own. He had to go to somebody who, helped guide him. Somebody who had already been through a lot of smoking and then they quit. And then the root cause was he always had a pack of cigarettes at home. Right. So
Easy to indulge.
Easy to indulge, right?
Yeah.
So the minute he had a pack of cigarettes at home, the minute he wanted to smoke,
He's
just
ready.
take
It's
one,
available,
smoke,
yeah.
khatam, right? And then what happened was a phase where, he took these cigarettes away and said, no, if I'm going to smoke, I'm going to go out and then I'm going to smoke. So what was 20 or 30 a day shot down to 1 or 2 a day because, let's say it's summer, right? He has to go out and buy.
Some reluctance.
Every single time he had to go, it was like, should I really go and, do it? And then slowly it came to a point, I mean, of course, he's still not quit, but he's at least come to a point where he's not that much into it. And I think that's where I'm able to relate to what you're saying. And it absolutely makes sense because when you have something, right, you have so much easy access to it. You're just like, just
Exactly.
do it. But the minute you don't have it, I think that's when it gets a little more difficult, right? So let's get into segment one. We're going to talk about city and lifestyle. If the fitness was, if fitness was a startup in Hyderabad, right? Which stage do you think Hyderabad is in currently? Like, I want to put a little bit of reference, right? Now, let's talk about Europe. They don't really use their cars so much, right? A lot of them, in fact, I have friends working there, they walk to work. Even if it's like a couple of kilometers or 3-4 kilometers, they either walk or they cycle. They choose to avoid as much as possible to not drive. If you had to pick Hyderabad, right, just for reference, and of course not about everybody, but most of them working in the IT sector, right, start from home, sit in a cab, go to office, sit at the desk, finish office, sit in the cab, come back home, lie down in bed.
Eat and then lie
Oh,
down.
yeah. Eat. Right. Eat and lie down in bed, right? This is like the standard routine, of course, not for everybody, but a lot of people, especially in Hyderabad, right? That's how it is because, if you're going to compare Hyderabad to Bangalore and other, major cities in India, you see a lot of these GCCs, right? The global setup offices are being set up here in Hyderabad, right? So if you had to put Hyderabad, fitness as a startup, like where do we stand? Where would you put us?
So I feel Hyderabad is still in the early intermediate stage. People are still considering fitness as a lifestyle, a priority. Are still in that stage of considering,
Okay.
and the mindful workouts, investing in good coaches, and keep that priority of yes, I want to be fit.
Right.
I want to look good. I want to feel confident. It's more about strength, functionality, and being pain free.
Pain free.
Okay, so we are in that process, but still comparatively to Mumbai and Bangalore, where people treat fitness as a priority. Okay, it's still in that. It's not. We have not reached that stage, but we are still evolving.
Okay.
I kind of agree with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because I've been in Bangalore and I've shifted to Hyderabad also. Initial years when I shifted to Hyderabad, which is 2019, fitness again, most people used to look at is more of an extra thing what they're not aware of. Point number one. Point number two is they don't consider it as a part of their lifestyle or it's important in their life. Post COVID is when the scene kind of changed in Hyderabad also.
Okay.
Like everybody understood that the importance of having a healthy lifestyle post COVID. The reason being because I myself have seen a lot of clients of mine who have turned type 2 diabetic just in the COVID season, because what happened in COVID is it's a very unforeseen circumstance what we never think of.
Correct.
COVID lockdown.
Right.
So people like me and Zainab, if I'm not wrong, we used to work out at home, do some sort of activity, make sure the food meals are made at home and all. This is our awareness because we know how to do things even everything is closed.
Right.
But people who are in IT and all, they didn't understand how to manage their lifestyle, how to be active, how to go out. So what they did, they end up binge eating, cooking new stuff, eating more, Netflixing throughout the night and kind of stuff. So they did all the things what can make them diabetic.
I think there were a lot of these dishes that got introduced during
Dalgona
COVID.
coffee.
I know.
Dalgona coffee.
Dalgona coffee and what not.
What not.
They're like, you put cheese in Maggie. On top of that, you put this, that, everything.
Everything.
It was like, this is the experiment time. It had come to a point where people are like, जीना है ना, देख लेंगे, खाना तो है कैसे भी.
So the age gap also was between 25 to 35, 40 is the age gap where we have seen a sudden spike in metabolic disorders after the second lockdown of COVID. Within a span of 6 to 8 months. So drastic increase in obesity. Like for example, someone who has suddenly grown his body fat, was not sleeping from a very long time properly, just 2-3 hours of sleep or random sleep cycles kind of stuff. They ended up into insulin resistance and things.
And talking about sleep, I think sleep is something that is very understated because
Very much.
Understated, it's underrated,
Rated.
and it's not a priority. You have to understand, if you are having a particular goal, it can be anything. It can be weight loss, it can be mobility, flexibility, transformation of your body, good habits, or whatever. It
Sleep.
starts and ends with
Sleep.
good sleep. Just not sleeping, but a good deep sleep. You see, that is your secret medicine to success and transformation.
Just to add up to that, there are some researchers which say even if 1 day of sleep, if you lack 1 day of sleep, your insulin sensitivity will go down by 20-30%. Like the way you handle glucose in the body.
right.
Let's assume you have 100% capacity of handling glucose in the body today. You don't sleep for the whole night. The next day, the capacity of handling it will actually go down.
Oh,
And if this continues for a longer period of time, where even though you think that you sleep for 6 to 7, as Zainab was mentioning,
right,
you sleep for 6 to 7 hours, but you don't have contented sleep or the complete sleep cycle, you're not completing it.
right.
Some people say, I'll sleep for 5 hours and 1 hour in the afternoon. Does it work? Or 2 hours in the afternoon? It doesn't work that way. It's better than not sleeping completely, but it is not great.
Right.
Sleeping at a stage for that completing the sleep cycle is something what people have to maintain.
See, now some people don't have the luxury. Like, it's very easy for people to watch our podcast and get that information and have it in the back of the mind, okay, I need to sleep. But are they implementing it? Implementation is very important. So how do you combat, okay, it is not in my luxury to have these many hours of sleep. What do I do? What you need to do is you have to be a little smart. Include mindful movements in your routine. The minute you start being mindful about your movement, it can be Pilates, it can be yoga, it can be functional, whatever you like,
Right.
which allows your body to work. The minute you do that, you will automatically want to sleep. Now, if you're having a day where there is no movement involved, it's like very static. Like you're sitting, you're on your computer or whatever. Definitely, your body has not worked
Right.
for you to get that sleep. So, be smart. Introduce movement in your routine. Then you see the shift. Your eyes will automatically close. You will automatically get the sleep. My clients, after doing Pilates, they come and tell me, Zainab, previously we never used to get sleep. Now the sleep is not only there, but it's a very sound, deep sleep. And I myself feel the difference. As a coach, I know how when I work out and I do proper Pilates, when I have the luxury of doing a Pilates like a proper,
Right.
in my busy schedule, which I make it a point, I see the difference.
The Hyderabad fitness culture, right? Do you think it's more about body transformation, okay, where they actually want to, get fit, or do you think it's just more like a social validation? Because these days we see a lot of folks, they put in social media saying, 10 days, 20-inch biceps, right? And they just, it's more like for a validation purpose, to show to people out there that, I'm super
capable
fit,
of,
right?
yeah.
So they'll put stuff like, 5 a.m. going on a walk. But technically speaking, till 4 a.m. they must have been partying. That's a different story altogether. But in social media, it's like 5 a.m. on a walk, 5 p.m. in the gym. Probably they're just going to the gym to meet a friend, right? Basically, the question here is, do you think they're actually moving towards fitness, or do you think it's just like a social media validation that a lot of people these days are doing?
So, seeing this in a positive light, there are certain people who are recording and who are showing their transformation online, which is a good thing because
Right.
Keeping them accountable.
visibility is motivation.
Correct. Because you're always, the minute you commit to the world out there that in 100 days I'm going to do something, and the minute you don't do it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yaar,
I'll tell you one thing.
इज्जत जाएगा अभी तो करना ही पड़ेगा types.
I'll tell you one thing. Even we being fitness coaches, something, even we have some low days kind of stuff where we feel like, just take a step down and relax kind of thing. And it's a social media thing which actually brings back the accountability to me. Being a human being, I'm a fitness coach. I understand things, but I'm still a human. Like I have some personality traits. So that's where the social media thing comes into picture as a positivity. Where fine, people are following me for a reason. I have to stand up to it. So
Right.
that's the kind of accountability what it also helps people to do it. So posting on social media is a positive thing for sure, but as you also mentioned, there are people, there is a situation
Correct.
where they just post it for validation.
Correct.
Yeah, that's there. And I make sure that whatever I'm posting, I stand to it. So there are people like me as well.
Correct,
Now
of
what
course.
happens is last week only one of my friend came up to me and said, hey, I saw you working out on your Instagram.
Okay.
And that next minute I went to the gym. I got motivated.
right,
I said, very
right,
good.
right.
My post and my content is making people motivate to go to the gym. Then that gives me a boost
Correct.
to help people to
It gives you a
fit.
sense of satisfaction
Exactly.
because this is the primary reason why you
We started
started
Yeah.
this entire journey of fitness
Yeah.
and lifestyle, right?
So even if somebody who's just faking it as well,
Right.
but if it is helping someone else also, that is also good enough, right?
This is where they see, they say, right? You see good in the bad.
Yeah, you see good and the bad.
Fake it till you make it.
Make it.
But the thing is, again, adding up to it, faking part of it,
Right.
it won't stand long. It won't stand long.
Right.
The reason being because if you're not doing it from inside, if you're not doing it that you realize it that this is necessary for you, it'll just be a 1 month thing or a 1 week thing or a 2 week thing. Okay, they'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it, they'll start it, they'll get inspired seeing someone on social media kind of stuff. But if they don't realize that this is something important in my life that I have to continue doing it for the rest of my life and make it a part of my life as a habit, it will just be a 1 month thing or something, they'll break down, go back to the old lifestyle.
It's just going to be like and then a
Yeah.
crash. It's not going to be a consistent
Exactly.
movement. Talking about that, right? I think I've noticed this personally, right? Going back to where we spoke about COVID, right? So I think post COVID, I think definitely there has been a shift in people's mindset. Before COVID, I don't think people were this much into fitness,
yes, agree.
or lifestyle, the overall lifestyle management, right? But I think especially after COVID, a lot of people said, you know what, abhi to yaar thoda mere ko, I have to look at my health. And that's also probably because of the situation of COVID itself, which was very scary. But what do you think, has COVID overall affected fitness and the holistic lifestyle positively post the entire COVID scene?
So, after COVID, what I feel that people have started taking their health and immunity very seriously.
Very seriously.
Immunity, right?
Yeah. So, movement is non-negotiable.
Right.
Okay. Building habits is your foundation. Sleep, hydration, as I said, neat activities have to be developed. Prevention is better than
Cure.
And it's very important to build that body metabolism so that the body talks to you and is there when you need it. Metabolism is very important, and which people have realized it and started building it post COVID.
Right.
You see, when you are building good habits, consistency automatically happens.
Correct.
And there's a shift in the mindset of the people of I need to look a certain way than being
healthy in the long term.
So now people are like, I want to be strong, I want to be functional, I want to be pain free, I want to be able to stand tall, posture wise, there should be good mobility.
Right.
It is just not building bulk.
Right. Right.
So when I keep getting my consultations also, I've seen a shift in the way people talk to me.
Okay.
Initially it used to be I just want to lose weight in a certain amount of time. I want to just build muscle and all. Then there comes the COVID, and then there's a shift in the mindset and awareness of what's happening around, and people come to me, I just want to be healthy, like whatever points she mentioned, pain free, healthy. I want to, getting leaner and losing weight is a part of the thing, but the main criteria should be being healthy from inside, improving your metabolism, coming out of the metabolic disorders.
Right.
So all
right.
this stuff has been adding up to a lot of people and understanding that okay, fine, we have to work on something.
Right. Right.
I was just talking to my mum last week. I had gone to Chennai and I was with her, and she's a very active person.
Okay.
So I was just telling her,
Runs in the family, I guess.
yeah, that runs. So since I'm here at this point, giving advice to my mum comes naturally.
Right.
So for anyone old, the only thing that can save you is the muscle.
So, I know both of you, have a lot of clients that you train, right? And, being Hyderabadis, right? Everybody in Hyderabad is known for food, right? Food is like the first priority for a Hyderabadi. And I'm sure you have a lot of clients in Hyderabad too, right? So, according to what I see, right? This is a typical Hyderabadi Sunday. सुबह उठो बिरयानी खाओ सुबह उठा मतलब सुबह मतलब 12 बजे 1 बजे उठो बिरयानी खाओ थम्स अप पियो
रोटी बेजे फ्राई खाओ
खाओ मूवी को जाओ
हाँ
आइसक्रीम खाओ घर पे आओ ऐश करो दिस इज लाइक
typical-
दैट्स लाइक इट्स जस्ट लेगेसी यही है हैदराबाद राइट वेरी laid back especially on a Sunday but of course this is not the entire Hyderabad I'm talking about, but it's more like that's how it is like biryani thumbs up. That's like non-negotiable, I say, right? So looking at this, right? So for a Hyderabadi, right, a client, what's your strategy on letting them know how, or what's your strategy on training these folks? How do you train them? Is it first you have to mentally prepare them saying, boss, this is not how you do, or is it like both mentally, physically,
just to keep
emotionally?
it as you asked more about the mindset of people,
Right.
So it's not Hyderabad, it's not Bangalore, it's the mindset of people, right?
Correct
Because everybody likes food, so it's a mindset of people. So most people who come to us, at least 50% of them, they think, okay, like, I have to change myself.
right
At least some thinking in their mind that I have to change my lifestyle, I have to change my food habits, and that's one reason why they come to us, because we can't force someone to do something. If they are okay with it, saying fine, I have some awareness, I want to change myself, I need a help, and that's where we come into picture to help them to get better. That's one scenario. Second scenario is there are people who want to change but they still want to eat the same stuff again, like all this eating out stuff and again.
Right.
And that's where we have to step our foot down, say, boss, this is
nahi
not
matlab nahi
See, because Hyderabad is known for Nawabs. We are Nawabis from ages, from centuries. And we have to keep up to the standards.
we have to
We have to. That's why we are called. And Hyderabad means biryani.
correct
The name biryani has come from Hyderabad.
Correct.
Hyderabad ki biryani.
correct
So you see, clients who maintain that Hyderabadi Nawabi kind of a lifestyle, for them, my strategy here is transformation is all about consistency in workout.
right
It's all about nutrition balance, and it's all about your hydration and sleep. So whether it's a biryani, whether it's chicken, or whether it's whatever,
pizza burger ye
whatever
wo.
you like,
Haan.
you follow this wherever you are. So whether you're a Hyderabadi or whether you're not a Hyderabadi, the formula for transformation is this.
Okay. I
So,
think it
yeah.
goes back to what both of you have
Yeah.
been speaking about. You can still have it.
Have it.
You just need to
Need to
portion control
portion
it.
control it, yeah.
So people watching this, right? You can still continue your lifestyle. You just need to
See,
change
Hyderabad, stay in Hyderabad, eat the Hyderabadi biryani, be like a Nawab, but consistent in your workouts, portion control, and sleep well.
just an analogy.
Huh.
This is something what I keep telling people when they ask me about diet and everything. I ask them one question. You earn good, right? How much do you earn? You earn a certain amount of money. Do you budget it? Is something what I ask. I said, yes, we budget it. We have an X amount for saving. We have an X amount for this thing, that thing.
Correct.
Children's thing. Okay. There are only two things in life which you have to be very careful about as an adult. First thing is finances. Second thing is food. Money and food are to be dealt with responsibility.
Hmm.
You're responsible about them, they'll give you back.
Correct.
You're not responsible, you'll be a spendthrift, and obviously you'll be broke in no time, both in terms of health and finances.
Health and wealth go hand in hand.
Hand in hand, yeah.
And then there is this other question, right? So, there is this common misconception that says, see, I'm a vegetarian, right? So, there's a common misconception that says, vegetarians cannot maintain that lifestyle as much as if you're able to include non-vegetarian food. Like, vegetarians just cannot meet that amount of protein that, can be substituted using a non-veg, right? I strongly don't believe that because I feel you have supplements. That's where supplements come into the picture where you are able to meet your daily goals and targets. But you know what? I will let you guys speak about it.
So it's a myth, of course.
Right.
You can be a vegetarian, you can have your transformation, and you can have that, what is it called, calorie check. So all the trick here is you need to get your protein sorted. You need to choose the right combination of food.
Right.
You have to choose high protein foods with less calorie.
Right.
Okay, and you'll have to make sure that if supplements are required, please, because that would be your go-to smart option.
Right.
But having said that, you need to enjoy what you are eating. That's very important at the end of the day. So yes, with being a vegetarian, whether it's a chicken or whether it's a dal or whether it's a
Rajma.
chickpea or whatever, it doesn't matter.
So I'll just break it down a little more technical there, just to add up to what Zainab said. So there's something called an amino acid profile. Right? So we usually need 9 essential amino acids in the food to build muscle or build strength or muscle kind of stuff. 9 essential amino acids.
Right.
So the whole discussion about non-vegetarian protein or vegetarian protein comes with the amino acid profile only. Non-vegetarian sources have complete sources of amino acid profile. They
So
have all the
basically, so what you're saying, just to break it down to the audience, right? So you said there is 9 amino acid profiles, right? So today you're saying a non-vegetarian diet, right, has all the 9, because if you don't have all the 9, then it is not going to complete the
process
profile
of-
that you need.
Exactly.
Right?
Reach it.
Right.
Right. Now, for someone who's having milk, cheese, curd, chicken, eggs, mutton, and different kinds of non-vegetarian sources of food,
Right.
you're going to get all your 9 essential amino acids.
Right.
And it's easy for you to reach.
Right.
But for a vegetarian, the main hard part is managing the calorie count and getting the complete amino acid profile is the hard part. Again, said and done. For example, there's one more scientific thing to it. When you mix lentils, which is your dal,
Correct.
with rice, that gives you the same amino acid profile as an egg. When you mix these both two. But the problem there is, even if you get the complete amino acid profile, how much amount of protein are you getting out of the portion of dal and rice you're eating?
So what he's saying is you are increasing your calorie.
Right.
So that is not a smart option. So
Right.
that is
So-
what is smart is the correct food combination is what he's saying.
I think it's quality of protein that you get
Yes.
from a limited amount of quantity that you are
Exactly.
having.
Exactly.
Because you can still have dal and rice and say I can get 50 grams of protein, but probably you'll have to end up eating like a kg of
a
it.
lot of food there. So
Right.
that's where now, luckily, we have brands coming up, good brands like, if it's okay, I can name the brands.
Of
or
course you
something.
can.
Sits Farm and Akshay Kalpa kind of people who are coming up with genuine production of high protein
milk. I've
high protein paneer,
right.
low fat cheeses, where again the saturated fat is less and the protein quantity is more, where one can of milk can easily be equated to a scoop of whey protein.
And I've actually seen that,
Yeah.
and I actually tried it myself, where
And there's
they're able to
tofu.
give you 25 grams of protein in one single serving
Exactly.
of milk, and this is like
Exactly.
this
And there's
high
tofu,
protein milk.
And there's tofu. Any fermented soy is actually fine, like tempeh, tofu. Paneer also, now we're getting as low fat paneer.
Talking about paneer, I think analog paneer is ruling the market. And I think me personally as a vegetarian, I used to have a lot of paneer whenever I go out, because paneer is like that go-to.
Don't eat in
right?
restaurants, bro.
And that's something that I've learned. And lately I've noticed you don't get authentic paneer almost anywhere. Or even if you get, it's very hard to...
No, I think the bigger brands right now, like Milky Mist and one or two brands there. They're giving you authentic paneer, but something what you get in restaurants,
Exactly.
even in sometimes in cafes also, they're
Right.
getting analog paneer.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to dive into segment two, and here we're going to talk more about your personal journeys, right? So, I want you to describe me that moment, right, in your journey where you just said, you know what, from this moment onwards, my fitness and villain arc has started. Now, this is where I turn things around. So, when did it start? How did it start? Let's start with Zainab.
Yeah, so I noticed that people started taking their bodies for granted with, bad postures and normalizing pain and picking up unhealthy trends and not understanding their bodies.
Right.
That's where I felt that, I need to break that myth, vocalize, educate people on the posture part of it, which so lot of people don't know. They just hit the gym to stay healthy.
Right.
But what is more important is your body speaks about your personality, and the workout that you do, the workout that you choose is very important to build your personality.
Right.
You don't want to hit the gym and look bulky with a rounded shoulder and kyphosis posture. You need to have an upright posture, broad neck, a broad chest and a long neck, a lengthy spine, a healthy spine. That's what Pilates talks about.
Right.
So my arc towards shifting into fitness or portraying fitness as a lifestyle is mainly started with my own injury there.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I had a slip disc injury back in 2015,
Okay.
15, 16-ish,
Uh-huh.
where that day when I was bedridden,
Okay.
nobody to help me or something, and it was quite painful. Like someone who gone through a slip disc can understand it.
Right.
It was quite painful, and I had suggestions from a lot of doctors saying you can't lift weights for the rest of your life, you can't walk, you can't run, you can't ride a bike, you can't drive a car. All this stuff I've been hearing during my course of recovery.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So then I didn't like the way it was because I was 25 years old. I questioned myself, what the hell am I doing in my 25 years of active life?
Right.
So I'm 25 years old, an active stage of a man's life, and I'm bedridden. And without someone's help, I can't even go to the washroom.
Yeah.
So this is what triggered me to change myself.
Okay.
It fueled me like, I have to come out of it. Then I started reading about what happened to me. I've understood the fact that slip discs are not for lifetime. You can recover from them with a proper amount of nutrition, training, recovery and stuff. And then I started working towards it. So I started working to 8-9 months down the line. The pain went down. I lost a decent amount of body weight and all. And after 22 months, I've got my abs out, super shredded. 22 months of journey and everything. That's when people started asking me, can you help us to transform? Because I've been through the journey. And I was like, I did something which I've learned out of myself, or in terms of randomly learning things from internet at that point of time. I can't help you, but let me first get qualified and then start helping you.
Right.
And
Right.
that's when I did my certifications in
Okay.
fitness nutrition, and then I started helping people. Initially, it started off as a part-time thing only. Like for example, I was doing my IT job and I was part-time out of satisfaction and thing. I'm doing it. But there's one lady where she enrolled me in the initial stages of my life of being a fitness coach.
Okay.
She has thyroid and she was struggling from it from a very long time. She doesn't know what to do and all. And she stays in a remote village in Dharwad,
Oh, Karnataka.
right? Karnataka, northern Karnataka. So then all we did is designed a very fundamental plan of action from home with basic weights, nutrition balance and everything. And then she started working towards it. She started losing her body fat. She started leaning down. Her thyroid levels went down. Everything was on point because her lifestyle changed.
Right.
And post that, her whole family got back to me in a call, saying that they're really happy that you could help her to be healthy again.
Right.
And that triggered me. That's when I felt happy about it.
And I think for both of you, right, or for anybody who's actually in this field of work, right, at some point it's also like a service. You're giving it back to the society. It's not about just doing it, right. It's about giving back, because see, I've met I know a friend of mine who's had a slip disc, right, and he was telling that surgery is the only way to go about it, right? But you know, I was like, you know,
Yeah, we were having a
we were
conversation,
just,
yeah.
you know, before this, we were just having a conversation, right? So people, because of the lack of awareness, are just, you know, building this wall.
Succumbing to what the professionals have to say.
Exactly.
So, coming to that, my journey also started with injury.
Right.
When I was struggling with, my fitness routines and all those things, I went through an injury, and the doctor told me very clearly, you cannot climb stairs. And it's really stuck, because I was in that phase of my life where I had two infant kids. I had a joint family, and I had to look after my and we had a spiral staircase, and I had to climb it, go up and down. So I was like, really, I started researching. That's where the awareness started coming to me at that point of time. And I was like, hey, no, I need to do something for my body. I can't succumb to what the doctor has told me. So I went reverse. I started doing a lot of fitness things,
Okay.
but it didn't help me.
Okay.
It didn't help me because
Okay.
I was just doing it because I was seeing other people doing it. And I thought that was fitness.
Okay.
Then I bumped into Pilates.
Okay.
And I realized, oh my God, what is this? This is a smart way of working out.
Right.
And especially for a person who's just starting out, who's in that foundation zone, who
Right.
doesn't know anything about fitness. This is the best thing. So that helped me to understand, okay, this is my passion. This is really, I'm liking it. So why not educate myself and give it back to the society?
Right.
And help other women, other people, injured person, or because it can be anyone who wants to do fitness.
Right.
Help them out.
And I think, I think both of you have started your journey, basically your turnaround in life from an injury. And we don't know
Yeah.
how many people out there today are just putting a full stop in their lives, thinking,
Just
what,
because of
I
an
have an
Yeah.
injury. It's not a full stop. It's just
not
a
a full
comma, and you can just.
We just need to understand and work around a lot of injuries. Even if, let's assume, someone has an complete ACL reconstruction surgery or something, you can't live like that for the rest of your life. You have to find a roundabout to make sure that your day-to-day life doesn't get affected.
Right.
So that's the whole
Right.
point of fitness. Fitness has to complement your life, not worsen it.
Right.
And that could be any form of fitness. That could be Pilates, that could be strength training, that could be yoga, that could be anything.
Right.
If it complements your day-to-day life and makes your lifestyle better, that's what you have to hit. Simple.
Talking about fitness, I know both of you have worked with celebrities, closely. I know, Zainab, you worked with Vishwa Sen and Ruhani. And Vishwa, I know that, you work with Advisesh, and I know that right now you're also working with
Nani.
Nani, right? So my one question, right, is when you work with these celebrities, right, how is it different working with them versus your other clients? Do you see a change in mindset? Or I just want to understand, right? And for the larger audience also, how is it different?
Time zones is something what differs from person to person there. So because they have a very erratic schedules in terms of the shoot and everything. Me being a personal coach to them, and we just have to work around a lot of timings there, and also understand as per their recovery, as per their stress levels, and kind of how can we inculcate their training programs and all. That's how it works with them. Because end of the day, it's not just the goal what they look into, because the clients who I work with, it is also their lifestyle what they preach with. So it's not just for the role. For example, when I started with Nani, it was not just about him transforming for Paradise. It was more about him slowly understanding the importance of fitness, and it's been almost more than a year. We started working together, and now it's a part of his lifestyle. What kind of food he's eating, how many times in a week is he training, how many hours is he sleeping, it became a part of his lifestyle now,
Right.
which was never before.
Right.
The
Right.
same way with Sesh also, it's the same thing. So more or less, slowly bringing them to that fitness lifestyle, but it's a completely different scenario, because at least an IT employee would have a 9 to 11 job, or a standard
Correct. It's
8
a
hour
fixed
or a 9
schedule.
hour fixed schedule.
It's 9 hours a day,
These-
5 days a week.
These people will never have a fixed schedule, and we have to work around it.
Right. And
See, when you talk about celebrities,
Right.
but having that said, when a person is there on the equipment. For me, whether it's a celebrity or non-celebrity, it doesn't make any difference. But having said that, a person who is a celebrity has added a weight because you have to look a certain way. You have you have very limited time.
Right.
Because you're so busy shooting, and you are you need your rest, and your recovery is your priority.
Right.
Okay, so for me, to the designing part, the programming part, considering the time duration that I have with them, that has to be planned very systematically. But for my clients who are normal clients, for them it's a long term wellness.
Right.
It's
Right.
more like a sustainability. But people who are on that part of their life where they have to be responsible to the public, they have to look a certain way.
Right.
So for me as a coach, I have to make sure that I give it to them
Right.
what they want,
Right.
accomplish their goal.
And I think, when you train and work closely with celebrities, I personally feel they are also a form to the outside world
Yeah.
to show that, what, it again circles back to the entire
Live example.
live example. A
example.
good coach, a right lifestyle and right guidance is how it's going
Yeah.
to, basically help you channelize your entire lifestyle. It's not just about
Exactly.
doing it, right?
So it definitely adds up a lot of credibility to our work, basically.
Right.
Because we are here with passion.
Right.
Me or Zainab, we are here with a lot of passion towards our form of fitness.
Right.
We understood a certain things, and we do it better than a lot
Right.
of people.
Right.
But right now, if you want to speak, if you want people to hear to us, we need credibility.
Right.
Now, credibility comes from two ways. First thing, working with a lot of people and word of mouth, and that's one thing which can work. Second thing is, definitely celebrities who work with us and enjoy working with us. Obviously, when they transform their life, they because people look up to celebrities.
Correct.
So that's a credibility factor for our work also, which adds up along with the regular people what we're working with.
Right.
So it's a balance of things what we do. Like everybody's buying time from us in terms of taking our services, but the balance is something what we try to maintain so that we give the right information to the people so that people follow it. At the same time, our information can have credibility through working with these people.
Right.
That's how it works. It's my understanding of working with celebrities.
Okay. Let's have some fun time, right? Tell me the biggest or greatest excuse that one of your clients has given you.
So when my clients come to me,
Okay.
nobody comes with an excuse. I mean, they come, in fact, they tell me, hey Zainab, I have this, but I don't want to miss the Pilates session. I want to
Okay.
somehow make it.
Okay. Okay.
So they look forward. It's the contrary. They don't want to miss sessions.
They make excuses so that they can
come for this
this
session.
session. Okay.
Because you see, every session of Pilates that they do with me is like a roller coaster for them. It's not the same.
Okay.
It's like a candy shop.
Okay.
I choose different candies to make sure that they are satisfied. And as I said, it's a roller coaster.
Right.
So, I might do an exercise with you today, and I might do the same exercise tomorrow, and the client will still not know what kind of exercise. I mean, they were like, oh yeah, I know. Yesterday on you did this
शायद
with me.
यही तो किए थे
यही
कल.
तो किया था. But I said, no, this is not. And then they feel, oh my God, this muscle is working, which I didn't know ever existed. Every time they come to me for a session, they leave the session with something working, which they didn't know was working. So in my case, there is no excuses. Maybe here and there, but majority of my clients don't like to miss sessions.
Don't like to
and I'm
miss.
sure my clients are watching them, they agree to that.
And your clients are, I mean, is it safe to say that almost 100% of your clients are in person only, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that can happen.
No, online also, when I do online also,
Right.
I make sure it's the same thing that it happens in person. Like my eyes are like eagle. Okay, I mean, I had an online client who I was
Okay.
training in Singapore, and she was like, how did you know? How did you know? I was hiding it, but I said, I have eyes like eagle. That's why I'm a coach.
Right.
So whether it's online or offline, of course offline, because you can give tactile cues, you can correct, you can,
Correct,
you
correct,
can, you're
correct.
there in person. But for me, it's the same, online or offline. I can
Okay.
still see you. I can still correct you.
What about you, Vishwa?
It comes out through experience because of working with a lot of people. You see, for example, in the last 6 years.
Give me one greatest
Yeah, that's what.
story, right?
Last 6 years, they, I worked around with 6,000 plus clients
Okay.
online,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So these 6,000 plus clients, definitely there are people who doesn't even need that kind of push from them because they know they're self-motivated and all. You just need to give them the guidance.
Right.
And there are certain people where every week you have to put a leg on them and say, okay, what are you trying to do? Kind of stuff. I have to be a coach and I
Carrot
have to
or a
be a
stick?
teacher there.
Huh.
So what happens is they know that they're not able to do it because of any different because of a marriage or whatever it is, and try to hide it from me. Second week, they get a call from me. What are you trying to do? What's happening? Because that's where as a coach we come into picture to keep them accountable.
Right.
They should be accountable to us. So excuses keep coming now and then, but it's more about how they get back on track
Right.
and make sure that these excuses don't become more,
Right. Right.
because we still have to work around the lifestyles and make them happen. So it's very hard to pick up one excuse because these are very normal, general things what happens in a day-to-day life of a human being. So
With the entire film industry right now, they're moving towards more into fitness and lifestyle, right? Tell me one actor male and one actor female that you look up to, saying, yeah, they are killing it out there.
So in women, female actresses, and I would say Samantha
Okay.
straight away, because she might be shifting from different forms of fitness, trying different lot of things, but she never stopped it.
Right. Right.
It was always her thing to evolve with the kind of things what she was doing,
Right.
and I admire her a lot in terms of the commitment what she has.
Hmm.
Now coming to male in Telugu industry, see, even before I transformed, I was very aspired from Surya and Sudhir Babu.
Hmm.
Surya from Tamil industry, because there is one cinema where he keeps telling his in a voiceover thing. He says, I keep telling my juniors, first get your body ready so that your mind will be ready for it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So this hit me hard back in the day in 2010.
Hmm.
And I was always admired by that movie Surya Son of Krishna and Surya. So Surya was one person where even though if he goes a little off track with his body depending upon the role, but he always comes back to maintain his fitness as a lifestyle. He keeps doing it. Jyotika and Surya keep posting about their training
Workout.
program. Yeah.
Right.
And second in Telugu is Sudhir Babu, because out of all the actors, this person maintains his regime throughout, day in, day out. Be it movie, be it shooting, be it not shooting, whatever it is, he maintains it.
Right. Zainab, who do you think?
So I feel the Greek god Hrithik Roshan.
Right.
Okay, he's superb in his fitness. I mean, at this age, he looks really fit.
Right.
And for a female actress, I feel Alia Bhatt is really
Alia
good.
Bhatt.
She's been consistent with her workout. I see her doing Pilates. I see her doing strength training,
Right.
some form of the other. And she's a mother now. She takes time out, and she does her fitness. So kudos to people like that.
Talking about motherhood, right? When you're a mother, automatically you come with 3 jobs.
Yeah.
One is your home, one is your kid,
Yeah.
and one is your
Self.
right? And I think that itself
Yeah.
is so much, like, kudos to all the women out there
Yeah.
who are like killing it up. I mean,
Balancing
along with
everything,
this, they're able to,
Yeah.
balance their entire lifestyle. And, I think these actors and actresses that we spoke about, right? These are people, I think, it's not just about them, them being fit for that one role, but they've always ensured to maintain that as their lifestyle. Of course, there are some actors who have to go through a drastic change. For some roles, they have to like put on a lot of weight. For some roles, they have to, cut a lot of weight. But then you still see, a lot of them out there. Like I personally like Sonu Sood.
Yeah.
I like John Abraham. These guys out there are like,
Yeah.
I've never ever seen them not being fit. Like I cannot even think about a time when they were not fit. I've always seen them that V shape, always healthy fit, especially John Abraham because he's a vegetarian, right? So I think that's how it is. So segment 3, right? Here we're going to talk about fitness, real estate, and the urban lifestyle. Okay. Now, we've seen a lot of trends on Instagram, right? people are talking about fat burners, skin detox trends, crash diets, Ozempic, and whatnot, right? So, do you think influencers, right? And when I say influencers, I'm not talking about everybody. You know, there are influencers, right, who today are promoting these, right? But let me ask you this question, right? Do you think these are shortcuts, or what's your take on it?
No. Supplements and the Ozempic part of it, let's keep it two different things. Supplements, definitely there are 100 different supplements what many influencers promote, which are basically useless. Point number one, in the research perspective and research point of view, because these are more of sold on marketing gimmicks. As simple as that. Most of the supplement industry, most supplements which say that they'll do a certain thing in a certain way, especially in terms of fat burners and everything.
Right.
So most influencers, they fall for the quick money part of thing, which is running right now. In the last 1-2 years, it's been increased.
Okay.
Most new people who saw people like us being in the industry for a very long time, who have entered the industry, there's a lot of ethical issues there where people don't understand what it can cause another person or something, or is the research really backing it or not. They don't even saying it, and they're just trying to promote it straight away. So this is one problem which is arising in the social media right now in terms of influencing. Now coming to the Ozempic part of it, now from a standpoint, this is something again I've been having discussion with an endocrinologist lately. It's a standpoint where Ozempic or any of the GLP-1 antagonist injections, they basically, if someone who has a very, very, very morbidly obese structure and who wants to immediately lose weight in terms of a health perspective, not because of looking lean or something, then it has to be advised under influence of an endocrinologist, considering his overall this thing, along with lifestyle changes.
Right.
Only Ozempic will not help.
Right.
Along with lifestyle changes. But what's happening in India right now is there are beauty parlors who are selling Ozempics. Unless until you don't have a endocrinologist on board, you cannot even give an injection to anyone in terms of, because the endocrinologist have to understand your blood work.
Correct.
Get it? So this is what's happening, and there's a lot of black market for Ozempic and all which is running right now. So that is a big problem at this point of time.
And I think Ozempic themselves have like a 2 billion lawsuit that is currently
Running on them.
running
So
on them.
and one more thing, that's what we don't know what are the side effects yet. There are no long-term studies yet. So now this, even if it has to be given to someone. You just have to understand the merits and demerits of it, of using it. Only then you have to administer it to someone.
You got to weigh your pros and cons.
Exactly. Yeah. Only that's why I'm not pro to it, neither against it. I leave it to the endocrinologist who really suggests them. For someone who wants to just lean down, have a healthy lifestyle and build muscle, be happy, flexible, all this stuff, they don't even need it.
Right. Zainab, what's your take on this?
So influencers in the current scenario are doing a good job because they're promoting awareness if you see it positively.
Correct.
Because they have a huge responsibility. Like I'm sitting here right now, I want to know something about some beauty hack or something.
Right.
So if it's a genuine influencer, I know it's a genuine influencer. So, but what's happening these days? Wrong promises are made, crash diets are given, 10-day transformation. So all these things people should not abide to. You know, it's like it should be very genuine. And how do you know it's genuine? That's very important.
You know, there's a study, right? It says the next biggest, or the current already biggest growing market in India is supplements, right? And you know, when we're talking about supplements, you know, during different phases throughout the years, right, there has been certain supplements that have been receiving a lot of push, right? First, it was omega-3, right? Everybody was like, omega-3, you have to take it or mushkil ho jayega. Then came Shilajit. They said, bhai, Shilajit is the go-to. Take Shilajit, you lift Mount Everest only, is the kind of advertisement some of them give. And then, you know, every single, I think every 1-2 years, right, there's a new trend. Now, the problem here is, I am pretty sure all of these, right, do have their benefits.
Yes.
Right? But I think these are advertised in such a way and pushed in such a way where they show like as if, you know, 360 degree your life will have a turnaround if you use this. What are those supplements right, that you think, I'm not talking about brands, right? I'm talking about a daily supplement that you take. Like, for example, I take protein every day. I make sure I take a scoop of protein every day, and I make sure I take omega 3 every day. And what I also do is once a month, I take a shot of vitamin D because I feel, and all of this, I don't just do it on my own. I consult my doctor and, I do my blood tests, and then is when I do this because I know my doctor is saying that this is needed for me, right? So I just want to understand what are those, uh, supplements that you take, in your day to day that has actually helped you.
So I make sure that I get my protein scoop
Right.
point
Right.
every day,
Right.
and I don't take any supplements, frankly speaking,
Right.
uh, uh, because I don't feel the need to take the supplements. I'm eating right. There are a lot of people who tell me, you should take supplements, this and that. But I listen to my body.
Right. Right.
When I see that I need to take the supplement, I will take the supplement, again consulting the doctor.
Right.
But right now, so far so good. But I know some people who take, who just pop in vitamin D, this, that, potassium for recovery, this, for sleep, this, for muscle building, this. People do because that's a shortcut.
Exactly.
But do you need it? That's your doctor.
Right.
Rather than a shortcut, it is more of a marketing claim what people fall for. All this stuff.
Placebo?
Placebo, yeah, placebo. Now I can say it's a
Placebo,
placebo
right.
thing. So what happens is everybody wants results.
Correct.
Right? Now everybody want to lose weight faster, everybody want to build muscle faster. So in this perception of getting things faster, there are a lot of marketing claims which are made by the supplement companies which people fall for.
Right.
Point number one. Point number two, do you really need supplements? The question mark is, it depends upon your nutrition deficiencies, because most required vitamins and minerals, you can get them from food.
Right.
Right? You just have to have a balance of different varieties of food sources in your diet. Point number one. Except for vitamin D, because obviously even vitamin D also, it's hard for us to absorb from the food. Some in eggs, some in fish, and some in mushrooms, but not at a rate at which your deficiencies can be covered. And obviously we getting into a cubicle lifestyle.
Correct.
Obviously we're not exposed to sun.
Right.
And getting proper amount of vitamin D is a concern. So vitamin D, again, it needs to be supplemented, has become a normal thing right now because the most population are deficit in it. So if you are deficit in a specific supplement, supplementing it will help you.
Right.
Without knowing what you're deficit in and just popping in supplements can actually overdose and push you into toxic levels. Toxicity.
Right.
Which is again a bad thing for your body.
Right.
For example, if you overdose B12 for a really long time, can cause some kind of cancers. Get it? So if it's needed, yes. If it is not needed, definitely not. Now, how will you know whether you need it or not is through regular blood works, at least yearly once.
Right.
The regular panel of blood works where at least your vitamin D, B12, iron, maybe some amount of minerals is something what your blood test can give you an understanding, and depending on that, your doctor can suggest you how much dosages you can take.
Right.
Simple.
So basically you don't just do things on your own.
Exactly.
You consult the right person who is going to give you the right advice.
Even for myself, if I am a deficit in any of the vitamin, for example, if there's a certain amount of iron deficiency for me, I'll consult my doctor for the dosage.
Exactly.
I don't take it on my own.
Right. And I think that's where a lot of folks these days, they just like, okay, let me just take it.
They think that it's just because it's natural or just because it's just a supplement, nothing will happen to me. I'll just take it. I'll just try it. They think
Exactly.
that direction.
Right. And I just want to deviate a little more from what we're talking, more into current Hyderabad and how things are happening, right? So we are able to see, like, definitely we're able to notice a change where Hyderabad's infrastructure is growing on a rapid pace, right? And everywhere you're able to see, we have this cycling track, right? Then we have a lot of parks, right? And then lately we're seeing there are a lot of lakes, water bodies also that are getting restored, right? And then these become like a natural, a nature-driven space, or you're not building something, basically it's just out there. You can just go cycle, you can just go take a walk, right? So your infrastructure itself is moving or trying to move you towards a lifestyle, you know, which is going to benefit you. Like, you know, we are able to see that, you know, in a lot of places in Hyderabad, there is a cycling track or a cycling lane that has now been created. Like if you see the KBR road, you have these timings also, which says, you know, from this time to this time, this lane is only for cyclists, right? So do you think these changes, right, is helping the fitness culture, or do you think it's hurting the fitness culture? And give me your justification.
So it definitely is helping the fitness culture.
Right.
We are going uphill, but we still haven't got there.
Okay.
Like it's only Gachibowli and high tech is where we see this culture.
Right.
I mean, I see a lot of runners, walkers, cyclists, early morning.
Right.
There's a huge potential.
But the consistency is to develop it throughout the city
Right.
is taking a back seat.
Right.
So if I have to cycle and it has to be safe cycling or safe jogging, I have to go all the way to high tech or Gachibowli.
Right.
But
right.
it's not in my vicinity.
Correct.
Like you see.
Correct.
So yes, there, as I said, we as a city are getting there.
Right.
It's in the process, and I'm really excited to see Hyderabad being the city with a very good running track,
Right.
a safe walking space,
Right.
integrated running cycling,
Right.
where it's like really well connectivity
Right.
is there.
Right.
So yes, I'm looking forward for the city to you know,
come up to that standard, because like you said, I definitely agree with your point, right? We're seeing Hyderabad is definitely developing, the infrastructure is booming on another level,
yeah.
right? But to what you said, it's isolated to some places only. It is not across the city that we are able to see these changes. But I think over the course of time, like you said, I think all of us are definitely looking forward to get to that point where you don't need to go somewhere to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
And there should be like green workout space for public.
Right.
Like, you know, since it's not there, people are forced to go to gyms because it's not available.
Right.
Like they need to do some kind. So if it's available in my street, I will go there only, na? Why will I go?
Correct. Correct.
So we need to work on that part of it.
Right. And what's your take on this?
I think, yeah, definitely this part of Hyderabad towards Gachibowli, Kokapet and Financial District, it definitely growing in terms of infrastructure, because I've been here in the last 6 years. I've seen tremendous change in that area.
Right.
Because I keep going to those areas only because I've seen things change in a very drastic way. And one good thing about it is there are many communities right now which are coming up right now which have integrated facilities like this. For example, any community you see, they have a specific cycling track, they have a specific walking track, they have gyms, they have swimming pools and everything, where a person who want to be active and be fit, it is readily available for the dispose.
Right.
So if this kind of facilities can be available in all the regular communities, then someone need not even step out of the community to do things, to be active.
Right.
So obviously the infrastructure is going up, the surroundings are getting better, and the fitness as a lifestyle is also growing. That's the whole point. All these communities also coming up with a lot of gyms facilities right now.
Right. So basically, the fitness amenities that, you know, all the upcoming new communities are coming up with is only going to add towards a better lifestyle, right? You might not have a cycling track everywhere, but at least within your community, you will still have a space where you can safely walk, cycle, and probably, you know, a lot of these communities now come with probably a basketball court, tennis, pickleball, swimming, and I think somewhere fitness is definitely integrated, and you know, you think it does benefit, right?
Yeah. So like our community is like a small community, so it doesn't have much of a space to walk around.
Okay.
So what me and my wife does is we come to Knowledge City.
Ah,
So Knowledge City, it's an IT park.
Correct.
But it has a long pathway where you can actually walk. There, and all these we keep seeing these IT employees just come down after lunch or come down after dinner, have a 20 minutes of walk around the thing. And we figured out it randomly that, okay, this whole stretch is around 2.5 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
It's great. Okay, fine. It adds up to a step count. It adds up to a walking kind of stuff. So in that way, we can look at it in the positive side where, yeah.
Looks like after this podcast, the population there is going to increase. Huh? Okay. Segment 4. So this is going to be a custom challenge. Okay. So I'm going to ask a separate set of questions for you, Zainab, and for you, Vishwa. Right. Let's start with Zainab. Right. So you have a client who does, they're able to follow their proper workout. They're able to maintain a balanced diet. But they still come back to you and say, you know what, I have acne, I have a dark circle. What do you think is missing in their, in their routine that is causing that?
So, it's like it's like a fill in the blank. What is missing is definitely your hydration, your sleep, your recovery.
Recovery.
Yeah.
Hydration, sleep, and recovery. Right. Next question. Right. What mistake do you think today's Gen Z makes the most when it comes to skincare?
Trying trends. That's a mistake. Oh, my favorite influencers using this. They don't know the influencers is getting paid for that, but everyone succumbs to that. So following trends, but knowing what you actually need and following instructions from your dermat is very important.
Right. Okay. What's more toxic? Is it the fasting trends, or what we just spoke about? Is it about that glass skin culture? What's more toxic?
Both. Both are toxic.
Okay. Okay. Now here is a very interesting question I have, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the audience also have. Right. So today, when people look at Pilates, right, they look at Pilates like it's an elite hobby. It's for those, it's a luxury, right? But I want you to help me break this down, right? Uh, and I also want this basically for people to understand and believe in what Pilates is, right? I think today, because of the lack of awareness, probably there is a perception that Pilates is, an elite hobby. I want you to probably go a little deep into this, help fine tune and understand what it is, how it is, and why it is, required.
So I would first thank all the celebrities who are endorsing Pilates and who are getting it in the limelight. Well, Pilates was started by an injured person, a person who was a sick child, Joseph Pilates, and he introduced it as a form of movement to injured soldiers, and they were seeing a huge benefit out of it.
Okay.
So if I have to talk about Pilates, it's all about control. It's
Okay.
all about core. It's all about small muscles. So why it's important? Because everybody needs a workout that targets the core.
Right.
Okay, like when you are stepping into the gym, you are hitting all the parts of your body.
Right.
Okay, with the machine or with the dumbbell.
Right.
Okay, but when you are doing Pilates, you are very mindful. Of course, you're mindful in the gym,
Right.
but here you start hitting the muscles that you never knew existed, because we work on the stabilizing muscle, and we work on the muscle that is very closest to your joint and your spine. So that's very important, and everybody should do this workout, especially the ones who are starting the fitness journey
Right.
to do Pilates. And if you're an advanced person who is intermediate, advanced, and who's doing a lot of gymming, for you, it's like Pilates would enhance your performance.
Right. And just another question here, right? What is the ratio of men to women coming to Pilates today?
So it's a lot of women coming in. The ratio is like maybe 9 to 1, 9 women to 1 men.
Right.
It's
Right.
just like that. But in fact, I feel the men needed more than the women.
And I think that is the misconception people need to break through.
Yeah.
Because today, people, overall are able to only see that, okay, Pilates is for women.
Yeah.
I think somewhere, I think, probably in the general public, the mindset is like, Pilates is for women. But I think that's where
Yeah.
it has to break through and people need to probably understand better. And I think, with the help of some of the studios that you've established, I think, once people come, I think only then will they be able to, notice or understand that this is not for men or women, this is for everybody
Yeah.
and anybody, right?
Exactly. Very well said. It was started by a man for men, in fact.
And the trend just reversed. Huh?
But we'll soon get there.
Exactly. And I think that is how we are able to, and like you rightly said, right, the celebrities today who are getting into this are the role models who are portraying and making or breaking that myth,
Yeah.
right? Great. So I'll now hop
Yep.
on to Vishwa, right? So Vishwa, uh, no gym, only terrace.
Okay.
Tell me a 20-minute routine, workout routine.
Okay, it could straight away start with your body weight movements.
Okay.
So some of the movements like body weight squat or an incline push up from a parapet wall or kind of stuff, which is something what you can start off with. Even if you can procure a 2 kg dumbbell, if you're not procuring any dumbbells, also 2 kg 2-liter water bottle can also start. You can start it off with. For example, lockdown when we had no equipment to work out, all I did is a 5 kg oil can and a 2 kg dumbbell, put it in a bag, and started working out with a laptop bag.
Ah.
So it's all about putting some amount of resistance on your muscle, be it body weight, be it resistance bands, be it dumbbells, or be it any weight. Your muscle senses labor. So
Right. Okay. I'm pretty sure you must have pulled a lot of one-nighters, right? Right. Definitely during your hustle phase. I'm pretty sure, given both of your schedules where you have to train celebrities and you have to, change your schedules,
Accordingly,
and
yeah.
accordingly adjust with theirs, right? Let's say it's 2 o'clock in the night, right? Your friends call you and said, bro, let's go eat a shawarma. What do you do?
if Vishwa is 10 years younger, yes. If right now Vishwa, I'll not even pick up the phone straight away. First thing, it'll be in D&D.
Huh.
Do not disturb. Unless it's an
person you're
emergency
trying
phone.
to call is
so-
currently unavailable.
so they don't even call me, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Okay. So hypothetically, because I don't know whether it has happened or not. Okay. Let's say you have a client.
Okay.
They show up late every single day. Right? What do you do? Do you train them or do you just say, ki boss, nahi ho payega ye?
See, I'll just be little. Okay, you complete it.
Yeah. And after this, I want Zainab also to answer the same question.
First thing, I'll behave professional there. First and foremost thing, I'll certainly tell them. I also have sessions addressed as per your timing, as the timing what you said. And if you're half an hour late, it becomes at least an hour late for me to go to the next session.
Right.
So if you can make it a little earlier or on time, it'll be good for me in terms of managing the sessions. Is something what I'll certainly tell them straight away. If still they're getting late, then I'll straight away tell it on them that, boss, it's not working for me, is one thing. Second thing, if someone is mandatorily making it late, I'll just ask them pay for my time. I'll be very professional there, because time is something to be respected by everyone.
Agreed.
Me, I can't be late for a meeting, I can't be late, or at least I have to inform them I'll be getting late. You can't keep someone waiting there. Point number one. Point number two is, if someone is waiting for you, then they're giving your time, which respect them. So for example, when we're working with celebrities right now, there will be instances where they'll be coming late to the session because of different meetings or something, which is not in their hands.
Right.
So immediately once they come, like the people who I work with, it's not necessary, but they straight away say, I'm really sorry, Vishwa, I'm being late today because of this so and so reason. But most of the time they'll be on time. So once in a while of being late is still
Once in a while, I think as humans, it's not possible
Yeah.
technically to 100% be, consistently on time. So pretty sure
yeah.
every now and then there will be.
In my struggling stages, definitely there were days I waited for 45 minutes also, 1 hour also for a client to come and work out, where they told that they'll be coming 1 hour before.
Oh.
But right now I'm in a stage where I can tell people, respect time, maintain your time and maintain my time in a very subtle way. I'm not going to tell them like very harsh or something, but I'll tell them, let's respect our each time.
So that hasn't happened with me. Yes, my clients come before time, and people who come a little late, they have a very solid explanation. Hey, it's because of traffic or it's the parking and all those things.
Right.
But as I told you, my clients really look out
That's
for
one
the
advantage of like group class or a kind of thing where you schedule it, you have to come on time. If you're not coming on time, the session will not get carried forward.
yeah group classes is you have to otherwise
There's-
you're missing.
It's a hit or miss.
Yeah, it is.
And I think I've noticed this with Cult Fitness, right? What they've done is they start penalizing you.
Yeah.
You don't turn up 3 times, one session automatically minus from your membership.
Exactly. Sadly, in the personal training space, that kind of penalization is something what is we can't do it at this point.
I mean,
of
yeah,
time, but we have to get into some form of rules and regulations there in terms of how personal training also works.
Right. And I think when it comes to personal training also, I think almost, I could, correct me if I'm wrong, 99% of your clients are taking personal training because they want to commit themselves towards it. 1%, it could be for whatever genuine reasons only that they are not able to probably make that commitment, right? Okay. Segment 5. We're going to get into mind, skin and wellness, right? Let's keep it simple. Does Hyderabad's pollution age your face? Yes or no?
Pollution is your enemy. Okay, you will have to shield yourself from it, and you have to be very smart in doing that as well.
And how do you do that?
Apply your sunscreen. Sunscreen is your guard. Without sunscreen, don't step out. That's what I've realized, and I've been also my dermat told me that. I didn't know that as well before. And she's like, you have to use your sunscreen no matter what, no matter how.
Okay.
Yes, a big yes.
Okay.
So I personally have seen changes from the time I came to Hyderabad because there's a lot of construction. Okay, we're talking about the good part and the bad part is we have a lot of construction here and a lot of dust.
Right.
And I never had a sinus infection in my life. But after coming to Hyderabad, because we are in an area where there's a lot of dust and when the temperatures fall, the pollution also increases. And there's a lot of stagnant air in the stagnant particles like construction particles in the air.
A lot of dust.
Which can cause a lot of nasal infections.
So to conclude, sunscreen is not a luxury, right?
Yeah.
It's a necessity.
It's a necessity now.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I want you guys to give me 3 practical tips. Okay. Nutrition.
Cook at home, reduce the amount of oil you're putting into your this thing. Try to choose at least 4 or 5 varieties of vegetables per week.
Okay. Routine.
Routine. Good habits, of course. Make sure that you are at least doing a 20-minute of any kind of movement in your busy schedule. Choose stairs to lift any point of time.
Okay.
Okay, and make sure when you are talking on the phone, you're not sitting and talking. You are walking and talking.
It's like how that ad used to be there, walk and talk.
Yeah. And if you are doing your laptop work, I would strongly suggest you don't sit, you get those stable. And nowadays you have that treadmill also, you can walk and then you can work.
Right.
How cool is that?
Those standing tables and then you have a
Yeah.
treadmill. And I think a lot of organizations these days
They're
are
providing
also
it.
Yeah.
providing
Yeah.
you with standing desks.
Yes.
Right. They,
Yes.
of course, a lot of these companies are now moving away from the whole work from
yeah.
home environment, and they're saying 5 days you have to come to office.
Yeah.
But I still think in office itself, they're able to provide those standing desks.
Yeah.
And like you said, right, I think sitting is your worst enemy. I think sitting is like smoking. I think I heard that somewhere, right? Okay, great. So now we're going to move into our next segment, and this is going to be a rapid fire. Okay, and we are going to go 1 2 1 2, right? Cool. One fitness myth Hyderabadis must stop believing.
Detox. Stop believing in detox juices. Detox.
Yeah.
methods.
Okay. One influencer trend that should die.
Influencer trend that should die. Getting a flat belly.
Getting a flat belly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Promoting exercises to lose specific part of the body.
Specific parts of the body. Okay. Nice. One food you'll never give up.
Biryani.
Desserts.
Of course, I thought that. One celebrity you want to train with next.
I want to train Samantha.
That's a big pause, but yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's like a huge list.
I know.
I mean, every.
I want to, I'm sorry to cut you. I want to train Surya because he was my inspiration back in the day. And if I start training him, it becomes a full circle.
Right. And going back to what you said, it's very difficult to choose one because there are so many of them
Yeah.
out there, and obviously working with all of them makes sense, right? Cool. Worst fitness habit that you've ever seen?
Just I see people working out, just doing momentum,
Just
and
momentum.
not really engaging their mind muscle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Vishwa.
Overdoing workouts.
Overdoing workouts. Okay. Okay. 3 things influencers don't reveal about in their fitness journey.
Their alcohol habits. Obviously, they don't use a supplement, but they still promote it. It's just because they get paid.
Right.
They don't be ethical about it. Third thing, they try to show off a fake lifestyle, not just about the fitness, but also their growth,
Ah.
which I'm against with.
Okay. Zainab.
Yeah, so influencers, they, again, it's the same thing, they there are some good influencers, some bad influencers.
Right.
So considering the fake part of it, a lot
Fake
of people
part.
want to get validated with their lifestyle, and they promote things that that would benefit them.
Right.
So that's about it. And unless you try and test it, you shouldn't motivate people to do that as well.
Great. I think, with this, we come to an end of this podcast. I think it has been a very lovely time hosting you. And, they say that the people you are with, you become,
Yeah.
right? And I think my takeaway after, the entire podcast is definitely, I'm going to take this back myself and, try and inculcate a habit which is, overall going to be a healthy lifestyle. And of course, I'm going to stay in touch with both of you, but it was wonderful having both of you in the podcast.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling us here.
Cool. Vishwa,
Yeah.
give one 30-day challenge to Hyderabadis watching this video.
For the next 30 days, try to eat at home. Stop Swiggy, stop Zomato, stop ordering outside. Just cook healthy meals, proper tasty meals at home and eat them.
Okay. One message for someone who's insecure about starting.
Simple. Many people think that like what others going to think about me. Just don't even give it a thing because it is you who have to be better than before, right? So it's better stick to your goals. If you're insecure about going to a gym, start at home. Get that confidence. Maybe later on you can hit the gym. But one thing what you have to remember is gym or any place where you're working out is a place where you're getting there to be a better person. So most people will be helping you there rather than pulling you down. So it's a very good place to go, and don't be insecure about your goals to achieve.
Zainab, give one 30-day challenge to Hyderabadis watching this video.
Okay, my 30-day challenge for everyone watching this would be for 30 days. You're going to do 30 minutes of walking. Any part of the day, anywhere. It can be your house, it can be outdoor. But promise yourself that you are going to move.
One message for someone who's insecure about starting.
Okay, starting is always a problem. So get over that insecurity. How do you get over your insecurity? Try just breaking out, do a walk or do a 20-minute workout, and it's all in the mind. See someone who you really look up to, see a celebrity, get motivated, and come out of that zone. We are always here to help you. If you are always thinking about it, but you're not able to start, then you need to start consulting educated, trained coaches, because that's the job to get you at the right track and to get your insecurities out.
With this, our today's episode comes to an end. Thank you all for hanging out with us in the Living Room Talks, brought to you by ASBL. Until next time, keep growing, keep laughing, keep living. Hyderabad.